If you were to put a button in front of me today where we would go back and I would say no to the French Laundry and stay at home with my dad, live in a split-level apartment, take care of him, I would hit that button. I remember smoke everywhere, tuning basses, the smell of Grand Marnier. I remember gripping onto the front of the bass, right below the bridge, when my dad was trying to play. One of my earliest memories is I'd fall asleep on the stage. We were bar babies. We always went to the gigs and go home at 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have kids from around the block. I had these old cats. Most of my friends were 55, 60, 70 years old. People came to see him from everywhere. He was Milt Abel, Kansas City Jazz Hall of Famer. He was asked to sing at Charlie Parker's funeral. And I see him up there. I wanted to be on the stage with him. I don't think he could have done much more inside of Kansas City than he did.
Big noise, blowing from one echo, yes, yes,
My dad was the best at what he did. So then it's important for me, no matter what I do, to carry on that legacy and try to be a part of an elite few in whatever profession I chose. After I left college, working in the kitchen was a pretty good side gig. I didn't go to culinary school. I didn't have a natural talent for it. I had to work. I had been to a bunch of restaurants in the city, and I can't tell you how many times I heard, "Oh, we'll get back to you." And I walk into this restaurant, it's like a last-ditch effort. And I hand the application to the manager, and they said to me, "I'm gonna go get the chef and see if he can't come out here and talk to you." Boom, I knew that's it. So I sat down with this guy, his name was Michael Magliano, and I just said to him, "Look, I don't have any culinary school training, but I'll work really hard for you." This chef was so good. He just made me start enjoying what I was doing. I was going home and reading cookbooks, coming with recipes. He showed me the French Laundry Cookbook, which is a restaurant in Napa Valley, California, run by Chef Thomas Keller. And man, he told me these stories. Oh, this guy, he slept on a cot in the back of the restaurant for the whole time it was open. And he started from nothing, and he just made me feel it. He made me start to really fall in love with this restaurant. And I was thinking, man, I didn't even know this world existed. And I really started to get into it. 60 years of carrying a bass on your back, it's gonna wreck your spine. My dad was having trouble walking. He was losing his ability to play. And I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm going to California. I'm going to try for a job at this restaurant. I don't know if he knew I was serious, that this was the Carnegie Hall of the culinary profession. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all the way. I can't see you living your life any other way. My family probably did need me at home, but they didn't tell me that. Chef Keller is the gold standard of cooking in the United States. If you want to be one of the best at your craft, and this is all you wanted to do for your whole life, you're gonna go work for this guy and you're gonna go hone your skills. This is not frying wings anymore. This is not scooping ice cream and making sundaes. It's art, it's craftsmanship. It's so much more than I could even put into words. This is the end all be all. This is it. I had sat down with Chef Keller and I just explained to him that I wanted to be the head pastry chef of the French Laundry. Put me in a kitchen and tell me, I'll make me something nice and I'll do it. Step on stage and I'll create the scene. And I'll perform right then. It's just flowing out of you. You're feeling it. It's a lot of emotion, especially jazz. So much of your personality comes out in how you play. It's ganache time. Temper some chocolate, milk, cream. Drop my egg yolks in and burr mix it. Let's do some chocolate twirls. Spread our chocolate thin onto the acetate paper. Comb it, curl it, pour the ganache into the tart shell, and just let it gently cook until the custard is set. Pop it out of tin, tart's done. That's it, man. That's my jazz. It was 2007. I was living in California. I was at the French Laundry. Chef Keller started closing the restaurant so that we could all have vacation together. You know, a restaurant that runs 365 days is a tough place to work. It's really tough. And I went home to Kansas City. And yeah, I just didn't think anything was that bad. But I had some inkling that, I don't know why. I don't know why, but when I came back to the restaurant, I told the head chef, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I may have to go home to sort some things out sometime this year. I called him during the day to say hello. And my mother picked up the phone. And she let me talk to him. She put the phone to his ear. He was trying to say something, but he couldn't speak. And I told her I had to go, and I just went back to work. I have dedicated myself to my work my whole life, and I'm not gonna stop now. I worked until 2 in the morning, got home, and when I got home, then my phone rang. I asked to be transferred to Pastry in New York City. And then I got to Noma in Copenhagen. And at that time, Noma was ranked as #1 restaurant in the world. This is the top of the top. Part of the elite few. We would race to the bus stop every day. I felt bad because he was losing, so I fell down. Well, then he felt bad because I fell down, so he fell down too. You know, rolling around, laughing at each other. This guy's 60 years old. He's 61 years old. Just invincible. A great man, someone to aspire to be just like. And I think back on that all the time. He was able to be a professional and a father and do them both at the highest level. Hall of Fame jazz musician, a Hall of Fame dad. I wasn't gonna be able to do both. And I had to choose what was more important to me.
Better than cream cheese and bagels, better than honey on bread, better than champagne and pretzels, better than breakfast in bed, better than chili grienos, better than chocolate eclairs, better than hothouse tomatoes, better than fresh Bartlett pears, better than dining a la carte or sampling gastronomic art, better than anything except being in love, better than anything except being in love.